You're probably a brand new consultant who's watching this DVD, getting your first beginning of training, or you might be a consultant who's made a new decision about her business and you're ready to take hold and get started. Hi, my name is Rene Hackleman. I'm a National Sales Director with Mary Kay, and just like you, I began my Mary Kay business 14 years ago in the spring of 1991. Just like you, I received a starter kit. And I was a little bit nervous and apprehensive, but excited all at the same time. So if that describes you, you're normal. We're excited to welcome you, and I can't wait to follow your Mary Kay business along your journey. My goal today is to share just a couple pieces of information that might help you make your beginning really fantastic. There are two things that I've learned that make consultants successful in Mary Kay. One is their attitude. What I mean by attitude isn't whether or not you walk around and sparkly. What I mean is you genuinely inside yourself, you're happy, you're excited, you might be quietly enthusiastic, or you might be a sparkler. The most important thing I've learned is you have to be yourself. And what you'll find in Mary Kay is you're going to do the best when you become the best you that you can possibly be. You're going to learn how to develop a great attitude if you haven't already done so. The first thing you're going to want to do is surround yourself with great other excited people in Mary Kay. Follow your director and your recruiter. They only have your best interest at heart. Listen to any kind of CD that you possibly can that will help educate you and inspire you about your Mary Kay career. You'll have the opportunity each month to purchase a new CD from the company at a very nominal price. So, invest in yourself, invest in your education, and invest in having a terrific, perfect start in Mary Kay. The other way that you're going to have great success in Mary Kay, besides your attitude, the other determinant is your money management. If you mess up the money, it gives you a really bad attitude. So my goal today is to share with you how you will begin in your Mary Kay career, or as you're making a new decision about your career, to set yourself up for incredible success. And this is what I've learned in Mary Kay. I have learned that you can be a very, very busy woman. In fact, maybe you came into Mary Kay just thinking you might treat it like a hobby. That's terrific. But you have two ways that you can begin as a hobby consultant or as a part-time consultant. You can have a hobby or part-time mentality, or you can match that up with a business mentality, and you'll be amazed at the difference of the success that you'll have right from the beginning. I want you to quickly move towards being able to write yourself out a paycheck in Mary Kay, even if you're just coming into Mary Kay to do this very part-time. You can do that once you're on profit level. So what I want you to do is go to my website and print out a couple of sheets under the new consultant training, under money management. These are going to be key to your success. The first one has a little bank and a pig on it. I print these out in green. I would recommend that you color code your training in Mary Kay. Perhaps you want to make your pink papers anything to do with the skincare class. Maybe blue about office organization, and green, anything about money. You'll find on the Money Matters sheet a simple recipe for success in Mary Kay with the money. The first is get your inventory to profit level. When I started Mary Kay 14 years ago, I wanted to do this very part-time. I knew that because I had a very full-time career, I didn't have a lot of hours to commit to Mary Kay. I was looking at the lower end of inventory. I was scared, I didn't know if I could do it, and I didn't know if I had the time to do it. My husband, though, took a look at it with me, and he saw a huge potential with Mary Kay, even very part-time. He strongly encouraged that I treat it like a business from the first step out the door. I'm so glad I did. I almost let fear hold me back from starting as a profit consultant. But I'm so glad I did because of several things I'm going to share with you in a moment. So I would just urge you to allow, if you're married, let your husband look at this if he has a great business sense. My husband owns 2 businesses, so I knew he was the one I wanted to get advice from. Also, your director or recruiter also have great ideas for you as you're looking at the options that'll be right for you. What's right for me might not be right for you. That's the thing, but you need to get educated, and that's what today is all about. Once you're on profit level, what that means is every month you'll have the ability to write yourself a paycheck. That's important. You can build your product up to build to a profit level, or you can start that way. I think there's strong reasons why you should at least consider starting that way. Number 2, open 2 separate banking accounts for your business. Not 1, but 2. And I know when you start you think, ooh, I can keep track of it all. But after 2 or 3, 4 or 5 months down the road, all of a sudden that money gets all kind of mingled together and you really don't know where it all goes. So do it from the beginning, and then you'll be amazed how easy. It's a simple system that you'll design for your business. Number 3, complete every week a weekly accomplishment sheet. If you do that online, it'll even add up the totals for you. But that will give record of what you're doing each week. It's very simple. You'll go to www.marykayintouch.com and you can locate that sheet on that webpage. Number 4, designate a place where you keep your Mary Kay money. It's really easy when you come home from a class, especially if they've used cash, to drive through McDonald's and buy yourself a Coke. But discipline yourself from the beginning to have your Mary Kay money bag and keep all of that money in there until it's banking time. Number 5, I would suggest having a weekly or a monthly banking day where you're going to deposit all of your money into the bank. You're going to deposit your money up 60-40. Now you might wonder, how does that work? Because we bought it at half price or 50% off the retail. Well, don't forget, you also are collecting retail tax, income tax, sales tax on that part. Don't forget, you're also collecting retail sales tax every time you make a sale. So you'll want to find out what your retail sales tax percentage is and then charge that accordingly every time you have a sale. So in your banking money, you've got your profit, you've got the money for product to replace that back on your shelf and keep your business going. You know, I'm not going to make a plug for Walmart here, but I want you to know right now, as we're making this DVD, they're the #1 company in the world. And I feel like if they're the #1 company, I want to follow some of their guidelines. Here's what happens at Walmart. I have to drive about 20 miles to the most local Walmart to me. And I happen to like Tide with bleach in the 32-ounce size. On a given day here in my hometown, our small grocery stores may or may not have Tide with bleach in the 32-ounce size. But I can go to Walmart 24/7 and I can find Tide with bleach in the 32-ounce size. And the reason is because every day, every night, they're restocking their shelves, what was sold that day. We want to take on that same principle. We want to take that principle and move it to our Mary Kay business. So when I sell cleanser, Tom Wise cleanser, ultimately each month I want to stock it back up so that I have what I need to sell to the next person and be building a business where reorders are going to be very important to me. So you've got profit, you've got product money in there that you're going to restock your shelves, you've also collected that retail tax, and you've also used some samples. So actually, if we were like Walmart, we would have 4 bank accounts. That's a little much for a part-time hobby business. So I found that by dividing it 60-40, splitting it 60-40, just putting it all together, it really does work out, and I'm going to show you in a moment how that exactly works for you. Number 6, one of your checking accounts is going to say 40%, and that's going to be your profit or your paycheck account. Number 7, the second account should say special account 60 or 60% account. So that will know you'll have that as your product account. And in that account, in a moment I'll show you exactly how it's going to work, but you'll put your product money, your tax, and your sample money all in that account. That way you don't have to have four accounts. Last but not least, I want you to set up a bottom line for what you want your business to produce every week or every month, depending on how you're starting. It could be that your goal is to make $50 extra a week, which means you need to sell $100 a week. Or, like me, you might work by the month, and my goal is to sell $1,000 every month. I truly believe that if you could give this hobby part-time business 10 to 20 hours a month, you could retail $1,000 a month, which is pretty great when you think about the profit that's involved in that. And again, I'll explain that. Let me turn now to the second page that you'll have printed out on your packet. And that's the benefits of starting your Mary Kay business with inventory. With inventory, you're going to sell the product, you're going to have lots more sales because you're going to get a reputation that you have it. People want it. They'll find out you have it, you'll sell more. Number 2, you're going to be able to collect all the money up front and then hand them the product. Number 3, you can have delivery on the spot. So as soon as you have an appointment or even an on-the-go appointment and somebody at a ball game that you're sitting next to while one of your children is playing t-ball and they say, hey, I'm looking for a new lipstick, and you make a sale, you can bring it back to the next ball game, you've got it, or tomorrow, and you can make that sale. Number 4, you've got the ability to schedule a follow-up and will have the product that they need. But can I tell you, I really believe there are two more things that are even more important than those. One is your time. You know what? I love working with busy women. And if you feel like you come into Mary Kay and what might hold you back is that you're busy, actually, do you know that that one thing might serve you the best out of anything else? When you're busy, you're around a lot of other women. What I have to help you do is just gain a few skills so you know what to do in your busy life to make this Mary Kay just kind of ease right into your everyday life so you can be building a fantastic business with just a few hobby hours, again, because you've got a business attitude. Personally, I think time might even be a more valuable commodity to women than money. Because you can make more money, but you know what we cannot make? We cannot make more time. You will save yourself, I believe, an incredible amount of time by having what people want right on the spot. Otherwise, you have to go order it, get it delivered, find them, recollect the money if you haven't done that, pay extra for shipping each time you do that. And it's just smart. If you're busy, I want you to seriously consider starting this as a hobby or part-time, but with a business mindset, so that you can experience the benefit of saving that time. That time is precious to you. The other reason I think is so important about having product on hand is a customer service issue. As you get to know me, you're going to find out that I'm a very loyal person to brands, to airlines, to hotel chains. I'm very loyal to people. I'm very loyal. And the reason I'm loyal as I think about it is because those people, those brands, those chains, they offer great customer service. And unconsciously or subconsciously, I'm attracted to that. And once someone has impressed me and I become a great customer, I am a customer for life to that brand or chain or airline. So you'll find that I'm kind of just a regular girl that likes the same things over and over. And I believe that most women truly are like that. So I want you to become the consultant that people can count on to have it. Because when they run out of mascara, they really don't want to wait a week. Or when they run out of their foundation, they really don't want to wait a week or two for you to find it. They'd like to have it today. Because you know why? They can go to Walmart, they can go to the mall, they can go into any other store and find what they want. So I want them to feel like every day, 24/7, they can shop online with me and get their product just as immediately. If you don't have product on hand, there's some other things that will have to happen too, and you can look on this sheet and you can read those. So I hope that I've given you some benefits of really considering starting your business with product on hand. Now we're going to go to the Money Matters worksheet that I printed for you, or prepared for you, and the Free and Clear worksheet. What I'd like you to do is print the Free and Clear worksheet on cardstock. You're actually going to put this in your Mary Kay notebook. I'm going to show you in a minute how to use this. And you're actually going to be following this through until your business is paid off, until you own it free and clear. So it's really important. I want you to treat this as a hobby or part-time consultant, but getting great business results. You can do that when you know where the money's at. What I'd like you to do on the Money Matters worksheet as you follow along with me is to actually turn to the back page and begin there. You'll notice on here that says starting inventory 2,400, and her inventory goal was 2,400. She began at the lowest level what I believe profit level is. She came as a Ruby Star consultant, so that could be a Ruby Star consultant at 2,400, a Diamond Star consultant at 3,000, or an Emerald Star consultant at 3,600. All of those are great places to start depending on you and your lifestyle and what your goals are and what's right for you. What I'm showing you on this piece of paper is that in month 1, you had retail sales of $1,000. You worked your business very, very part-time. I believe that's doable with training. At the end of the month, you're going to go to the bank and you're going to split your money up. If you're following along, you're going to notice a box that is here on this piece of paper. And so I'm going to ask you that you just pretend like you're going to the bank with me and we're going to split up our money. So we have 2 accounts. The 60% account, remember I told you about that, that's your product account. It also includes your tax and your samples. The other one is a 40% account. That's your profit or paycheck account. And what I'd like you to do is just take a pen and write that above that. So above the 60% account, you're going to write product. Above the 40% account, you're going to write paycheck. Here's how it works. We get to month 1, you've sold $1,000 in your 10, 12, 15 hours working the last month. You're going to go to the bank and you're going to deposit 60% of $1,000 into the 60% account. I'm going to do easy math because I'm not really great with math.